Strength and conditioning today, we have a leg section, and then an upper body section, and then a core section, and then we get to rinse and repeat all over again. So let's get ourselves warmed up first. We're gonna get started with our 10 jumping jacks. Whether you wanna do 10 high impact, 10 low impact, totally up to you. And once you have done your 10 jumping jacks, we're gonna alternate 10 front lunges. Keep the lunge small. You don't have to get very deep into the lunge. We're just getting those hips, knees, ankles warmed up, ready to rock and roll. We'll do 5 lunges on the left and 5 on the right, so 10 reps total. And once you have done your 10 lunges, we'll do leg swings front and back. So if you need to hold on to something for balance, find a wall, a back of a chair, back of a couch, but get your eyes onto a focal point. Keep those abs nice and tight. Swing the arms with the leg. We'll do 10 swings on each leg. And once you have done your 10 leg swings, come down onto the floor, high plank or push-up position. We'll do a spider climb into a rotation. So, we're on our hands, we're on our toes. Feel free to elevate your hands off the floor to make this easier. Step one foot nice and wide. Open up with the same hand to the ceiling. Set your foot back. Same thing, other side. Good. We're going to open up through the shoulder, chest, and the hip. We'll do 5 rotations on each side. So 10 reps total. And once you have done your 10, stay down in your high plank or push-up position. And we'll finish off with either 10 plank toe taps or 10 plank jacks. So either jump or step your feet out to the side for 10. And then we're gonna rock and roll, starting with the legs. You're gonna need to grab 2 dumbbells for me. And we're gonna get started with some front squats, which means I need a dumbbell resting on top of each shoulder. So grab 2 weights for me. We're gonna prop the weights up onto the shoulders, just like so, and then we're gonna do some squats. But as we do the squat, I want you to do a little pulse at the bottom. All right, now, you can also do this 100% body weight as well if you don't have lighter weights to drop down to. As an FYI, 30 seconds. All right, here we go. So, weights are up on the shoulders, eyes are up, we're gonna grab a seat. Do that little pulse in the bottom, stand nice and tall. I need your eyes up. Don't look down at your feet. Keep your abs nice and tight. Sit those hips back onto your heels. Again, I don't care how low you get. Push the floor away with those feet. Squeeze that butt on the way up. 2 seconds left. Now bring those weights in front. We're gonna do some deadlifts. Knees are soft, roll those shoulders back. We're gonna push our hips back. Get that nice stretch in the hamstrings, and then squeeze your glutes as you stand up. Keeping those eyes up, I want that nice neutral spine as you come down. Shave the legs with your weights. Nice. And again, as you come down, make sure you're not rounding through the back. Pull those shoulders back, keep your eyes up. I need 5 more seconds. And we're gonna move into a split lunge. Perfect, so pick a leg left or right. 1 in front, 1 to the back. We're gonna drop your back knee, add a little pulse at the bottom. So do a little pulse, and then come up. Now you can hold on to 2 dumbbells. You can hold onto 1 gauntlet style. You can do it 100% body weight. You can start with 2 dumbbells, drop down to 1 or none if you need to get through the 30 seconds. I need 10 seconds left on this leg, and then same thing on the other side. In 4, 3, 2, perfect. Shake it out. Now you gotta keep the same weight from one side to the next. So let's switch those feet up, pull those shoulders back, drop that knee, Add your little pulse at the bottom. Keeping your eyes up, abs nice and tight. And then when the timer goes, we're gonna go back to that very first leg that you did for the split lunge. But we're gonna do a staggered or a one-legged deadlift. I'll show you two different ways depending on how hard you wanna make it. In 4, 3, 2, perfect. So go back to that first leg. Option 1, bring toe to heel and go into the deadlift. Option 2, bring your back leg right up. So toe to heel will give you more stability. We still want to push the hips back, eyes up, core nice and tight. Option 2, bring your back leg up. It's going to challenge your balance more, so either option works. Good. Take your time. Feel that stretch in the hamstring. Squeeze your glutes as you stand back up. You got it. Perfect. Same thing on the other side. So again, either stagger your stance or bring the back leg right up. You choose. All right. Shoulders back. Push your hips back. Get that nice stretch. Shave the legs with your weights. Keep them nice and close. Keep your abs tight. Eyes are up. Nice. 15 seconds left. I need one dumbbell. And we're gonna get our feet nice and wide. We're gonna do a stationary, dynamic lateral lunge. And 5, 4, 3, 2, perfect. All right, one weight off to the side. Get your feet nice and wide. I tend to turn mine out a little bit. Hand to opposite leg. Drop into that lunge as you come up. I want you to switch hands with your waist. Drop down to the other side. Good. We want it to be nice and fluid as you go from side to side. Keeping those eyes up. Abs are nice and tight, and I want you to sink that hip down and back towards your heel. You got it. We got less than 10 seconds. We're gonna do some calf raises. 2 dumbbells, 1 or none. And if you want to hold on to something for balance, by all means. All right, I'm gonna use 2 dumbbells. Get your feet a little bit closer. Pop it up onto the balls of the feet. I want you to hold for 1 or 2 seconds and then drop back down. Pop it up as high as you can. Come on back down. Like I said, you can hold on with one hand, keep a weight in the other. You can do it also 100% body weight. 10 seconds left. One more move for the legs, and then we move into our upper body section. We're gonna hold the squat, with or without added weight, totally up to you. Good. So, come into squat position with those feet, 1 dumbbell or none, totally up to you. Here we go. I want you to sit as low as you can, keeping that chest up and hips pushed back. We're just gonna hang out. You're gonna go to your happy place in your thoughts, and we're just gonna stay here for the whole 30 seconds. Now, when the timer goes, we're gonna need 2 dumbbells, and we're gonna hit the deck. We're starting with the chest press. We got less than 10 seconds. If you need to grab some water, by all means, do that. In 3, 2, perfect. Now, if you have a workout bench, feel free to use it. Come down, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, palms out. We're gonna press all the way up and overhead. Bring those dumbbells together. Tap those arms on the floor, press again. Good, keep your back pushed down into the floor. And like I said, if you have a workout bench at home, feel free to use it. You'll be able to get a bigger range of motion through those arms. Keep your feet on the floor if you're on the bench, and your back pushed down into the bench as well. Now, when the timer goes, we still need 2 dumbbells. What's gonna happen is we're gonna turn our palms inward. We're gonna do 1 tricep press, followed by 1 chest fly. Here we go, press straight up. Let those arms fall apart with that nice stretch through the chest and the shoulder. And then with the tricep press, we are keeping those arms nice and tight to the ribs as you drop the arms back down. You got it. Keep those abs nice and tight. some renegade rows. Now feel free to elevate your hands off the floor to make these easier. So a dumbbell in each hand. Pop it up onto the toes if you like. Drive one arm up, set it down. Same thing from the knees. Keep your eyes on the floor. We're gonna pull that elbow up and back so you can feel that mid-back contract. Keeping your core nice and tight, hips square to the floor, so I don't want your butt up in the air. I've got less than 10 seconds, and then we stand up. And we need 2 dumbbells. Perfect. Come on up for me. I need you to turn your palms up towards the ceiling. We're gonna soften the knees and push your butt back. We're gonna drive the elbows up and back, and then release. So we're doing a bicep row. Belly button pulled up into the spine, shoulders are down and back. I don't want you all hunched over, so push your butt out, roll the shoulders back. 10 seconds left here. We're gonna move on to some shoulders, and you're gonna need 2 dumbbells that you are good to get overhead. In 3, 2, woo. All right, we're gonna alternate the press, but we're going to start with both dumbbells overhead. So get them up for me. From here, drop one down, press it back up, drop the other, press it back up. Nice, now you can stagger your feet like I do. You can keep your feet side by side. Just watch your body posture. Make sure the back is not arching. As you press that dumbbell back up and overhead, we got less than 10 seconds here. And then I only need 1 dumbbell. Woo! Perfect. 1 weight for me. Put it between the hands. We're gonna do a front shoulder raise with the steering wheel. You ready? Weight is in front, shoulders are back. Come on up. Twist, twist, lower back down. Come on up. Getting that dumbbell parallel with the floor. Abs are tight, so don't arch the back to lift the weight. Good. Rotating both clockwise and counterclockwise with that dumbbell. We got less than 10 seconds. And we're gonna do a bicep combination. In 4, 3, 2, perfect. All right, 2 dumbbells for me, please. We're gonna start with a hammer curl, and then we're gonna lower with a bicep curl. So palms face the legs. We're gonna hammer curl up, rotate, palms up to come down, rotate. We're basically doing a reverse twisting bicep curl. So hammer curl up, bicep curl down. Good. Abs are tight, eyes are up. Do not swing these dumbbells up. Control in both directions. Less than 10. We're back down on the floor with 1 dumbbell or 2 for some skull crushers. Excellent, come on down. 1 dumbbell or 2, and then we stay down here for our core circuit. So get the weight up above the chest. Bend through the elbows, bring the weight behind the head, and then punch your ceiling. This can also be done off of a workout bench if you've got one. But I want you to lock those shoulders into place. Keep those elbows tucked in and your back pushed down into the floor. Nice. Now when the timer goes, we're staying down here. We're gonna go through our core circuit with or without a weight for our toe touch crunches. We're gonna get those feet up. So option 1 is you can reach with your weight. Option 2 is you can reach with your hands. So make it work for you. Drive that back down into the mat. Using those abdominals to lift the shoulders and reach towards those shoelaces. You got it. Nice. Perfect. When the timer goes, you're going to keep your dumbbell if you've got one. Next move can be done body weight as well. So bent leg is a little harder, straight leg is a little easier, but I want you to get the weight up above the chest. We're going to do a full overhead dumbbell setup. So drive your back into the floor, use those abdominals, reach for the ceiling, and then roll back down, keeping that dumbbell straight up. Do not bring the weight behind the head. I don't want you swinging yourself up with the arms. You got it. Once we're done our 30 seconds here, we're going to keep the dumbbell in the hands and we'll do a loaded leg raise. So feet come up. Now if you don't want to keep the weight, you don't have to. We're going to lower 2 legs or 1 towards the floor. So alternating singles will be easier. Lowering both legs will be harder. And we're going to use those abs to pull the legs back up towards your ceiling. Nice work. When the timer goes, we get to flip it over and you need to keep your dumbbell. We're going to do some plank shoulder taps with a pull through combination. Woo. Perfect. All right, flip it over for me. This can be done from either the knees or the toes. So choose your planking position. Shoulder tap, reach through, whoops, pull to the other side. Get that out of the way. Shoulder tap, pull through. Tap, tap, pull. Good. Tap, tap. You got it. Keep those hips down. Remember, same thing can be done from the knees. You got it. 4 more seconds. All right, my friends, we are back to the top, round 2. We are rinsing and repeating, starting with that front squat. So I need a dumbbell on each shoulder. You ready? Weights up, eyes up, grab a seat, add that little pulse. Nice, push the floor away with those feet. You got it. Sit those hips back. Can you sit a little deeper? Now that you're more warmed up, I need 10 seconds left. Deadlifts are coming up next. 2 dumbbells. You can use a kettlebell. In 3, 2, grab some water if you need to. Find your way through the deadlifts. So feet come a little closer. Pull those shoulders back. Drive your hips back into the wall behind you. Shave your legs with your weights. Keeping that belly button pulled up into the spine. And watch your lower back. Make sure you're not arching or rounding the back as you come down. 10 seconds left. And then we'll do our split lunges with that little pulse in the bottom. 2 dumbbells, 1 or none. Good. There it is. All right. 1 leg in front, 1 leg to the back. Add that little pulse in the bottom. Choose your medicine with your weights. Here we go. Drop that knee. Add a little pulse. Push the floor away with that front foot. Eyes are up. Don't look at your feet. Nice. Re-engage those abs. Tighten them up. See if you can drop that back knee down a little further to the floor. I need 10 more seconds. That is it. This is our last round. So once we've done it, we've done it. 5 more seconds. And we'll switch those legs up. Perfect. All right, same thing other side. Whoops. Keep the same weight from one side to the next. Don't change it. 3, 2. Drop that back knee. Nice. Tighten up that core again. Get those eyes up. Find your focal point. Keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. You got it. When the timer goes, we're going to switch our legs up to that very first leg that you did for the split lunge. And we'll get set up for our staggered deadlift. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice. All right, so remember, working leg to the front, non-working leg just up on the toe. Shoulders are back. I want you to push those hips back with that nice stretch. Come on up nice and tall. Remember, the alternative, if you want to make this a bit more of a challenge, take that back leg and bring it right up and off the floor. Keeping the eyes up. You're still shaving the leg with your weight, and take your time. Nice work. Good, we have about 5 seconds left, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Good. Little shake out. Little shake out. All right, so remember, on the toe for balance, extra balance, or feel free to bring that back leg right up. But I need that nice neutral spine as you come down. So we've got to keep the shoulders down and back, abs nice and tight. Nice work. 15 seconds, that's all I need. We're gonna move on. We have our stationary dynamic lateral lunge. So I need one dumbbell. Good, hands back. 4, 3, 2. Perfect. One weight for me. Get those feet nice and wide. Turn your toes out a little bit if that feels more comfortable. Hand to opposite leg. Push that hip back. Switch hands and drop it down to other side. Good. Eyes are up. Find that focal point. Re-engage those abs. Can you sit a little deeper into this lateral lunge? Come on. It's your last time doing it. Make it count. We got 10 seconds left. 2 more moves for these legs. Calf raises are next. And then that squat hold. In 3, 2. All right, calf raises. 2 dumbbells, 1 or none. And again, feel free to hold on to something for balance. Get your feet a little closer together. Pop it up onto those toes as high as you can. Hold for a second, drop it down. Pop it up and hold. Good. Again, find a focal point if you're not holding on to anything. I want you to get up onto those tippy toes as high as you can. Hold for that 1-2 count. Lower back down, you got it. We got less than 10 seconds. We're gonna finish the legs opposite that squat hold. In 3, 2. Perfect. So 1 dumbbell or none. So weight is up if you're using. Get your feet a little wider. Sit back into that invisible chair. Eyes are up. See if you can sit a little deeper and keep it there. Now, if your legs start to die out on you, drop the weight or come up a little bit higher. Or shake it out and then sit back down. I only need 10 more seconds. We're gonna hit the deck. I need 2 dumbbells. Chest press is coming up next. Or find that workout bench if you've got one. In 3, 2, perfect. All right, hit the deck. We're on our back. Keep those feet flat on the floor. Knees are bent. Turn those palms out. So let's press those weights all the way up. Bring them together above the chest. Come on down, tap that floor, squeeze and lift again. Keep your back pushed down into the floor. Good, you got it. When the timer goes, we need to keep 2 dumbbells. We'll do our tricep press with the chest fly. So if you need to swap out your weight, you got 10 seconds to make that happen. Perfect, so now turn your palms inward. Keep them nice and close to the ribs to start. We're gonna push straight up towards the ceiling and then go into that chest fly. So press it up, open up, feel that stretch. Pull them back together, drop those elbows down. Nice. Keep that back pushed down into the floor. You got it, you got it. Nice work. See if you can open up a little bit more into that chest fly. Feel that stretch through the shoulder and the chest. Using those muscles to pull the dumbbell back up. Now, when the timer goes, we get to flip it over. We got those renegade rows. So either 2 dumbbells or 1. You choose whatever feels best on your hands. All right, you ready? Let's pop it up. Knees or toes. Drive that elbow up and back. Set it down. Good. Again, do not worry about your speed. I want you to feel that mid-back contract as you bring that dumbbell or elbow up and back. Keep your hips square to the floor. Watch that your butt does not start to creep up. I need about 5 seconds, and then you stand up. Good. All right, bicep rows. So 2 dumbbells. We're gonna have our palms face the ceiling. Knees are soft, push your butt back. Drive those elbows up and back. And then release. Good. Pull it up. Feel free to hold for an extra second at the top. Feel that mid back. Keep your belly button pulled up towards the spine. I need that nice neutral spine. I don't want you all rounded through the back. Butt out, shoulders back. You got it, 10 seconds. Nice. We have our alternating overhead. Shoulder press coming up next. Good. Shake, shake. So remember, we start with both dumbbells overhead. We drop one, then the other. All right, let's get your weights up. Tighten up your abs, get those eyes up again. Feel free to stagger your stance if that helps with your posture. We don't want to be arching the back to get the weights up and overhead. Nice. Once we are done our overheads, I need one dumbbell for the front raise steering wheel combination. 5 more seconds, that's all I need. 3, 2, perfect. All right, I need one weight. Starting in front, abs are tight. Make sure we're not arching through the back. Here we go, pop it up. Twist, twist, lower back down. You got it. Keep your shoulders down and relax. Get your arms parallel with the floor. Nice, I only need 15 seconds. We have 2 moves left in our upper body circuit. We have our hammer curl, bicep curl combo, and then we hit the deck for the skull crusher. Good, in 4, 3, 2, you got it. 2 dumbbells for me, please. Starting with the weights, facing the legs. These are legs. Hammer curls to get us started. So hammer curl up, twist, bicep curl to lower, twist at the bottom. You got it. Again, watch that you do not swing the dumbbells up. If you need to make it easier, you can alternate left and right. You can find a lighter dumbbell. In 10 seconds, we're gonna hit the deck. 1 dumbbell or 2 for your skull crushers. In 3, 2, perfect. Hit the deck or find your workout bench. Knees are bent, feet flat, with the dumbbell above the chest. Lock your shoulders into place. We're only moving through that elbow. Keep your back pushed down into the floor. Elbows are tucked in. Remember, you can do this off of a workout bench as well. And once we are done our skull crushers, we're going to finish off with our core circuit, starting with a toe touch crunch. With or without added weight, totally up to you. There it is. All right, let's get those feet up. So remember, you can reach with your fingers, you can reach with the dumbbell, up to you. Push your back down into the mat. Feel those abdominals contract. Feel your abs lifting those shoulders up, aiming for those shoelaces. You got it. Perfect. All right, and once we are done here, we're going to keep our dumbbell. We're going to do our overhead sit-ups. All right, feet come down. So remember, bent legs, a bit more of a challenge. Straighter legs, a little bit easier. Keep your dumbbell or just your hands above the chest. Push your back into the floor. Use those abdominals to sit up, and then roll back down under control. Keeping those weights up towards the ceiling the whole time. Do not bring them behind the head. I don't want you swinging yourself up with the weight. Good. When the timer goes, we got 2 ab moves left. Starting with our loaded leg raises. Perfect. All right, relax your head, keep your weight up, bring those feet back up. Remember, you can lower 2 legs or 1 towards your floor. Keep that back pushed down into the mat. Really focus on pulling through those abdominals to get the legs back up. 2 legs are harder, alternating singles a little bit easier. And we've only got 1 move left. We're gonna do our shoulder taps, plank pull-throughs to finish off. Woo. There knees or the toes you choose. We need one dumbbell to pull through. Pop it up. Shoulder, shoulder, pull through. Shoulder, shoulder. You got it. Up, up. Keep those hips down. Eyes on the floor. Good. I only need 10 more seconds. That is it. You got it. Come on, let's finish strong. In 5, 4, 3, 2. There it is. Whoo, get that out of the way. Grab some water for me. I'm going to keep the stretches super quick and simple. Oh my goodness. So dry. Okay, roll it over onto your stomach. Hands under the shoulders. We're going to start with our core stretch. I want you to prop yourself up into Cobra as much as you can, letting those hips drop or sink, and slowly bringing your eyes up towards the ceiling. Nice. Good. From here, we're going to shift our weight back. We're going to go into child's pose, reaching those hands out in front. And then one more time with our Cobra. So shift your weight forward. See if you can let those hips drop a little bit further, or bring your eyes up more onto your ceiling. And then shifting your weight back one more time into child's pose. Walking your hands either to the left or the right side of your mat. Bring your hands back to center. Same thing on the other side. Perfect. Back to center. Coming back onto your hands and knees, take one arm, thread it under, drop the shoulder, and drop the hips. I want you to feel a stretch around the back of the shoulder, so play around with your body angle in order to feel that. And then come on up and switch. Drop the shoulder, drop the hip. Coming back up onto the hands and knees. We're going to flex the feet. We're going to push those hips up. Heels come into the floor. Feel free to pedal out those feet. Good. Bring one leg up for me. Bring that knee to the same elbow. Slide the back leg back. You can stay tall. You can get low. Whatever allows you to get into that hip stretch. Taking one or two nice big deep breaths. And once you have felt the tension in that hip start to fade away, we're going to pop it back up, flex that foot, get your hips back up, bring the other leg up, bring it towards the same wrist, slide that back leg back, stay tall, or work your way down. Taking one or two nice big deep breaths, feeling that tension in the hip fade away. And then we'll prop it back up onto the hands. We'll flex that back foot again. Bring those hips up and walk your feet towards your hands. We're going to hang like a rag doll. And then slowly stand it up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bringing our shoulders down and back. We're going to interlace the hands. We're going to open up through the chest and the shoulders. Chest out, shoulders down. And then giving yourself a nice big old pat on the back. Bring one arm back. We're going to push that elbow back with the opposite hand. Getting a nice stretch through the back of the arm. Switching sides whenever you're ready. Then we will finish with our quads. So if you need to hold on to something, find a wall or a back of a chair. We're going to grab an ankle. We're going to glue the knees together and then push that hip forward. Once you feel all the tension in that quad start to fade away, we're going to switch sides. So grab an ankle, knees together, hip forward. Perfect. And you did it. Job well done. We got legs, we got upper body, we got core. We did it twice. So job well done today. Have an amazing rest of the day, and I will see you in the next workout.